Don't F this up. If you're watching this right now, it's probably your first, second, or maybe it's your third crypto market cycle and you've made mistakes. If you're watching this video, I am going to show you how to not make these mistakes again when it comes to the crypto market cycle. Over the past 5 years, I've made millions, I've lost millions, and I've invested into over 100 different crypto startups. You can check my YouTube channel to verify and to say that what I'm about to show you is not BS. It's going to save you a lot of time. It's going to save you a lot of mistakes. And maybe you've made some money on meme coins right now and you think that you're an expert at what you're currently doing. I can assure you, if you don't know these things, you're not going to leave this market with the money that I think you know you deserve to make this market cycle. So let's get things started off, right? When it comes to managing the markets appropriately, the number one thing that most people don't do is they don't create what's called a profile, right? A profile. Now, when it comes to a profile, you need to know what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. In the art of war, we hear it all the time, right? Know yourself, know the enemy, you'll never be defeated in 1,000 battles. That means if I understand what I'm good at and what I'm bad at, I know the battlefield, I know where I should be playing, and I know where I shouldn't be playing. Right? If somebody says to me, go down here today, I'm like, no, I'm not good at that. Okay, I'm not well versed in those things, so I'm not going to play that game. Whereas most of the times, right, in crypto, you jump all over the place, right? This is you. If you hear about a meme coin on the Ton chain, right, you jump over to Ton. If you hear somebody say about, if you hear Alex Becker talk about RWA / gaming, you're over there, you're on gaming. If you hear about a private sale, right, you sell your Ton coin, you cut down your meme coins by 50% because you're giving up on it, and now you jump over to a new, let's say, a new node coin, right? You don't know what you're good at, you don't know what you're bad at, you just jump in from investment to investment, right? And in doing that, you go in a circle, right? Where you started with no money, you made a few $100 grand or maybe, a few $1,000s, and then you lose it all because you don't know what you just don't know. You rely on other people, and then that leads you to forgetting about where we are in terms of the market cycle and other stuff which I'm going to speak about, and you lose because you didn't know yourself, you didn't know what you're good at, what you're bad at, right? You didn't understand the battlefield, you don't understand the market cycle. So eventually you end up losing money. And it's the same thing that I did. I made this mistake in my first cycle. I listened to all the different calls. I would invest into whatever because obviously if I speak about a coin on the Ton chain, right, people know that coin is naturally going to have a short burst, right? Because everybody's doing this issue. Everybody's going through this same thing. So people will sell their RWAs, sell their gaming coin, jump into this coin will go up. And I would see that happen in other influencers' profiles when I first started out. I'll buy those coins and trade it for the quick pumps, right? I'll do the same thing. But this is the thing, is you've got to understand, right? You're either one of these people. You either have a business, right? You have a job, right? Or you're self-employed. You're a student. Or you're flat broke. You either fall into these categories. And I've been every single one of these categories. I've been flat broke. I've been a student. I went to Leeds Beckett University. Right? I've had jobs. I've been self-employed. And I've also been a business owner. Right? Or obviously you can just be a straight up, investor right at the top. Investor, you'll be the next Warren Buffett. Now, the first thing is you have to identify what your profile is. Meaning, who are you? And actually sit down and write this down, right? Put a picture of yourself here and go, what am I good at? What am I bad at? Am I patient? Right? What is my risk tolerance? Do I like risk or don't I like risk? What's my cash flow like? right? If you're a business owner, you might not be very patient, right? So you might put your patience at a 1, let's say, if you rate it, put your patience at a 1. Your risk level here, you might be high risk tolerance, you might be at 5, and your cash flow, depending on the stage of, this is why it's very important, depending on your stage of your business, your cash flow might be, a 3, for example. You might not have a lot of cash flow, but with the rest of that money, you can take high amounts of risk, right? Which means when somebody tells you a coin, you can go, okay, I'm in. Or what about even a different person? Maybe you're a student, right? Let's say you're a student. You have low cash flow. Cash flow is basically a 0. You've just got the money that you're getting from university. Your risk tolerance, or you could take a very high risk because you don't care what happens to that money. And your patience, well, you're just at uni. You're focusing on your degree anyway, right? So you've got different levels. The investments that a business owner is making compared to the student is making is completely different. Even different types of business owners, like you might just be a business owner and you might be doing, 100 grand a month. You might be making 100K a month, right? And that 100K a month, well, you don't need to be buying meme coins with that. Realistically, you're making 100 grand a month already. You could literally just go BTC and then split that between the top 5 alts, and you can outperform the S&P. Whatever, S&P 500, right? BTC top 5 alts, look at it, go look at the charts. It's going to outperform the S&P every single time, right? Your 100 grand a month, if you even put in 20 grand a month, by the end of the year, over the course of an actual bull market, which we'll get into bull market cycles next, you're making 100 times more than anything else on the market, right? But most people ain't looking at that. They treat crypto the same, right? And this is what stresses a lot of people out, where they miss out on money, is because they're investing the same as absolute degenerate university student that doesn't care. Or they're calling crypto, this and that and the other. They're not realizing. Michael Saylor is not investing the same as a university student. He's playing the big boy game. If you're a business owner, you're making 100 grand a month, why are you playing the same game as this meme coin degenerate? There's no need, right? You're not understanding your profile, you're not understanding yourself, you're not understanding the battlefield. Now, after you understand your profile, right, step 2 on the path to riches is you need to understand market cycles. Right? Now, your market cycles all revolves around Bitcoin, right? Everything in this market revolves around BTC. So if you're not obsessed with where Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin is, but you're inside of crypto, you're missing out, because it doesn't matter about the chart of your coin. The chart of your coin is an illusion. It doesn't even exist. The only thing which is the most important in a crypto market cycle is the price of Bitcoin, because that determines the price of the whole entire market. If Bitcoin goes down, everything's going down with it. Whatever that CEO of that project told you, that this thing is bear market proof, it's decoupled from Bitcoin, is lying. When the price of Bitcoin goes down in the bear market, everything's going to 0. That's as simple as it is. If BTC crashes 20% next week, your coin's going down 80%. It does not matter. So you need to be obsessed with BTC and have an in-depth understanding of market cycles. Now, your market cycles, it runs in a 4-year cycle. It's a 4-year cycle based on the halvings of Bitcoin. So you have your halving, your BTC halving, right? I'll put this here, right? You have 2 years before and you have 2 years after. Now, basically 3 years out of these 4 years is actually the bull market, right? In my opinion, bull market, bear market, I think people are a little bit opinionated about it. So in my opinion, 3 out of these 4 years is the bull market. BTC has gone from what, 15, 16 grand to over $60,000 That's a bull market. You're not getting that in any other asset class ever. That's a bull market. You know, Brett, Dogecoin, WIF, Pepe, SHIB, Bonk, everything. Hundreds of X's. That's a bull market. We're in a bull market. We might not be in what most people call the bull market, which is the last year out of these 4 years, but that's the time where you should be worried, not the time where you should be like, okay, you know, it's time to actually go all in. That's the time when you should be taking profit, right? Because when you have these market cycles, you have the 2 years before, right? You have Bitcoin go like this, you know, up, down, up, right? Surpasses all-time high just after the halving, which is what we've seen. We've seen Bitcoin touch its all-time high twice. If you just put the chart, whatever, tapped its all-time high, came down, boom. This is where we're at. We're in the last 2 years right now of the bull market. The best time to have been investing was when nobody was talking about crypto. It's always in the first 2 years. The best time to be investing is actually in the first 2 years. It's when people are the most afraid of crypto. That's when, you know, the 100K a month business owner should have been deploying into crypto. But it's not. Most people deploy over here, which is why they get called the exit liquidity, and is why also people call it the retail investors, etc. And this is when most of these guys here that were investing into this area, the smart money, transfers the money to the dumb money of the people who are not paying attention and now decide to ape into crypto and have to get baptized over the next 4 years. As an investor, now you understand your profile. If you've been following along and you're writing this down, you're like, okay, you know, let me draw my picture. You know, I'm somebody who is making, you know, let's say you're making 20,000 a month, right? You understand your risk tolerance. What's my risk tolerance? Do I like risk? Do I not like risk, right? You understand about market cycles. You're like, okay, I understand about market cycles. I know exactly where I am in the cycle. Now you make your portfolio, right? You don't make your portfolio before you understand where you're at. That's how you lose the battle. That's how you get defeated by the crypto market, right? Or any market as a whole. Even in the business world. I can't go and start a business over here if I don't understand where I'm at. What's my risk tolerance? Where am I at in terms of the financial year? Where am I at in terms of the financial cycle? If I'm building an e-commerce store, am I going to build my Valentine's Day store and start marketing when it's not Valentine's Day? No. Right? So you have to understand these things. Now I do. Now I build and divide my portfolio. Right? And I go, okay, you know, I understand that we're in the stage now where gaming, AI, private sales, node sales, meme coins are going to pop off. So now let me divide a portfolio. I put, you know, a little bit into memes, a little bit into USDT, okay, a little bit over here into, let's take, you know, RWA. I put a little bit here into gaming, you know, and then when somebody shows me a coin and goes, yo, you should check out this coin, I just refer back to my portfolio. I go, you know what? No, I'm not interested in it. But if you know any gaming coins, let me know. You know, or I look at my risk tolerance and I go, okay, let me have a look at the market cap and how risky this thing is. Because you can make money with anything. You can make money just in meme coins. You can make money just in gaming. You can make money just in RWA. But you ain't going to do it if you don't have an in-depth, innate understanding of yourself and understand the market cycle. So I hope that explains to you a little bit. It's a new style of video. Let me know in the comments if you liked it, if it gave you some inspiration, and if it inspired you to understand about market cycles, create your own profile, your own risk tolerance, and understand yourself a little bit better before you enter this crypto market. These are some of the biggest mistakes that I made. The last cycle, I jumped into crypto. I didn't know nothing. I didn't understand myself. I was just trying to get involved and trying to make money at the end of the day. And in the end, it ended up getting me wrecked because I went, you know, I came into this game at a 20K a month business owner. And I was just throwing money at everything. And because I did that, it meant that I didn't understand my risk tolerance. I didn't understand at the stage of the market cycle I was at. I was one of the people who was still investing into tokens when influencers were telling me that we're going to 200,000, 500K is the next way, you know, this is it. I didn't even know that we was in the danger zone. I was at that stage of people when people were saying like, this is like the quote unquote bull market. No, they were selling me their bags, right? Don't let that be you. If you've watched this video, save this, like this, and leave me a comment if you want more videos like this. Take care.